true artists, the craft is never completed. Amongst all of the seemingly absolute truths they will find on their path, only one remains at the end. Nothing is unchanging, and nothing waits for the artist's permission to change. Those that move and flow with these changes will progress. Those that fight it will submit. When translated to English, the term jiu-jitsu means gentle art. At first glance, these terms could be misconstrued as weak. But for young 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu up-and-comer Sean Applegate, the power in these words is understood, harnessed, and utilized.
Okay, we are on our way to Sean's home now, the Applegate household, to ride along with Mr. Applegate himself throughout his day.
What's up, man? How's it going?
Nice cookies, man.
One of those?
Yeah.
Do you like these?
What kind of cookies are those? Death cookies. Indeed. Boy.
What is this, man?
Hello. How are you?
They're organic cookies, man. Just try it.
Oh. These are cookies you want.
What?
Are they super old?
No, they're for the dog.
I knew they tasted like shit. Damn it.
For the last 5 years, Applegate has devoted his life to jiu-jitsu, a ground-based form of martial art with a focus on using the momentum of your opponent to your advantage. In particular, he practices 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, a non-traditional form of the art developed by Eddie Bravo in an effort to be more effectively applied to the world of mixed martial arts, also known as MMA. The prevalence of more technical submissions and a lack of the gi, a staple of many traditional jiu-jitsu submissions, characterizes the system. Sean has progressed quickly. In just 5 short years, he earned his purple belt, as well as opened the only fully certified 10th Planet school on the Alabama Gulf Coast. This is in partnership with Outlaw MMA owner Matt Halthiger.
When I met him, he was 19 years old. He still had a white belt, believe it or not. He was extremely developed in the area of jiu-jitsu, but he had moved on from his school. We immediately saw his talent level and started questioning him. I have watched him blossom into a grown man, a fantastic jiu-jitsu coach, and a world champion as well. I think that the future for 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu Gulf Shores is awesome. I'll tell you another funny thing about Sean. He is 145 pounds most of the time soaking wet. I had already grappled for a decent amount of time, and at the time we were in okay grappling matches. That lasted for about 3 months. He started taking his jiu-jitsu career very seriously, and when he did, he started tapping me frequently. That bothered me all the way from 260 down to 200 pounds, and 3 years later I still have not gotten back into the rolls with him. However, I will die trying to get back into the rolls with Sean. Absolutely, he has driven me to be a better athlete, driven me to be a better coach in my striking, and I hope to keep chasing him.
I got started in jiu-jitsu just because I've always been a really physically active person, always looked for things to do. I've always been into sports that were open and creative, but still gave that physical edge to them. I was always into like skateboarding or surfing or anything where I could express myself creatively while still having that physicality that you get from playing sports. And when I found jiu-jitsu, it was just everything all rolled in one.
Through his school, he has trained many amateur and professional MMA fighters. It was in instructing that Sean found a real gift, as his students can attest.
You know, you see guys like Sean, and I mean, dude's really inspirational. I mean, he's a young dude. I mean, he's probably like 10 years younger than me, and I mean, he's really got his stuff together. You look to black belts that break down things as detailed and, you know, as well as he does.
I've never felt like fear in a tournament because he was always there. I could always look at him, and he was right there to help me out when I needed him.
I saw the whole 10th Planet deal on the Joe Rogan podcast. Came down, met Sean, just seemed like a really cool, down-to-earth dude, you know. You can definitely tell that Sean is passionate about what he's doing and that he knows what he's talking about and he understands it on a much deeper level, I feel like.
You can really tell by him that he sincerely wants all of his students to be better than him.
You know, Sean really takes the time to show you the moves and breaks it down for you. Make sure you have everything under control and know what you're doing. He doesn't just like show you something and then expect you to be perfect at it.
The one thing I know about Sean is his ability to just encourage you and to inspire you. Like, he wants more out of everybody, you know. Like, he wants us to exceed him one day, I feel like.
As much as my first win in MMA meant to me, which was tremendous. I mean, do not get me wrong, that was one of the best days of my life as far as competing goes. Receiving my blue belt from Sean was just like, I literally carried it around in the car for 3 days to make sure it was real. You know, like, I didn't make this up. This is really mine.
His school and affiliation, however impressive in their own rights, were far from all he achieved during those 5 years. In 2012, Applegate traveled to Los Angeles to compete in the Gracie World Jiu-Jitsu Tournament, coming from the Deep South to clinch second place. While in LA, Sean trained with Eddie Bravo himself at the 10th Planet headquarters. The advantages of this relationship were tenfold. The very next year, Sean took home first.
Beautiful, beautiful job right here.
Did you get that one on video too?
How do you feel?
Amazing.
Amazing? Good feeling? Ready for the next tournament?
Yeah.
Planning to go back and training on Monday?
Absolutely.
That's the way to go, man. Congratulations. Great fight.
Thank you so much.
It's like a, it's just got like straight vodka in it with cherries and orange juice.
I soak the cherries in vodka first, and then I blend them and pour more vodka on top.
Oh yeah. You making some vodka over there? Vodka juice?
Of course, screwdrivers every day.
Excellence runs in the family. Tori Applegate, Sean's wife, has found success in the art as well. Since she began training with Sean, she has gained her blue belt and won the domestic division of the International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation Championship. For the Applegates, Jiu-Jitsu has become greater than the sum of its parts. For them, it has become the lens through which they live a pure, moral, and full life.